Sweetest story you'll see all day. A 2-year-old boy's birthday dreams came true when a convoy of Jeeps paraded past his house in Wilmington, North Carolina. The mother posted this to the neighborhood Facebook page asking if any Jeep owners knew of any meetups near her son's birthday in Phoenix. One neighbor whom she had never even met immediately went to an event page. She made one and organized a Jeep parade to come by the little boy's house on his birthday. Look at all the Jeeps that showed up.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of them. Some even made signs and brought him small toy Jeeps as gifts.
Well, he's got his own Jeep there, too.
Exactly.
I love the balloon.
Oh, that is so priceless. And there's a reason this story is special today. It's been 30 years since a Jeep Wagoneer has rolled off the assembly line, and now it's back.
Just don't call it a Jeep anymore, although it is one. Let's go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs. Boy, this is a big thing.
It is big, Mark. How you doing over there?
Very good. It's a little winded walking around this.
I know.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about the new Wagoneer, and I'm not going to call it a Jeep because they don't call it a Jeep, even though it is a Jeep. Wagoneer is being launched as a new upmarket line for Jeep, kind of like Cadillac is to Chevy.
Although, if you look closely enough, there are hints of the origins of this beast, and heritage is a good thing when it comes to the Wagoneer. After all, it started the whole SUV craze back in 1963. It was produced through 1991.
The last Wagoneer was, very old school, body-on-frame SUV. Good news, this is as well, but this one is built on the same platform as the Ram 1500 pickup truck, so it's a super capable vehicle.
It's got the truck cred, but how about the luxury part? Let's look inside. There, in what feels like a studio apartment, it's that big, you'll find what seems like acres of leather and all of the latest tech.
And first time ever in any passenger vehicle, you can get Amazon Fire streaming TV in this vehicle, so rear seat passengers can watch Amazon TV from the back seat of the car while you're driving.
This ain't your dad's Jeep.
No, this is not your dad's Jeep. This is not we're going to go into the wilderness and rough it. This is, I'm going to hook the Airstream onto the back and tow it to the glamping area, and we're going to get the champagne glasses out and have a good old time.
So if you went all in on this.
If you go all in on a Grand Wagoneer with everything on it, you can go over $110,000.
Our test Wagoneer, a Series 2, which is essentially the base model, with four-wheel drive, starts at $73,000. Our 2.5-ton Beast with options is $83,000 large. But the Wagoneer is competing with the Navigator and the Escalade, and that's what these vehicles cost.
You've got this giant sunroof up above you here, even sunroof above the third row in this vehicle.
And you can fit in the third row.
I can fit in the third row, and I could even show you that if you want at some point.
I think we should see that. Sure enough headroom, leg room, shoulder room, and a sunroof. Plus, there's room behind the third row. How's your back after that?
No problem.
And there's room behind the seat.
There is room behind the seat. You just press that button. You have, again, plenty of room back here for, weekend luggage, things like that.
From the back to the front, what's under the hood? A 5.7-liter V8 coupled with an e-torque 48-volt motor.
So this replaces a generator and a number of other things, and it drives both the 48-volt electric system for the air suspension, but then for the engine, it works as the starter generator.
Also under the hood, proof of heritage. Designed in Auburn Hills, Michigan, built in Warren, Michigan. Born in America.
That's right. This is
America.
All-American large SUV. And, what do Americans like more than their SUVs? The biggest SUV you can buy.
And it's a Wagoneer.
It's
not a Jeep.
It's not a Jeep. It's a Wagoneer.
And it's big. Harvey joins us now from Road America in Elkhart Lake at the Midwest Automobile Journalist Meeting. Harvey, good to see you.
Hi, Harvey.
Good to see you guys, and I am behind the wheel of the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. So you remember that $113,000 Jeep we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Wow. We didn't talk about the mileage at all. We should talk about. It's not a friendly.
Really want us to talk about the mileage. This one, the Grand Wagoneer with the 6.4 liter engine, you're getting about 13 miles per gallon around town, 18 on the highway. The Wagoneer with the 5.7, you're getting 15 and 19, I think. You don't buy this if you care about gas mileage. Your best friend will be the local fuel pump.
I can't get over the size. I can't imagine driving that.
It wouldn't fit in my garage.
Yeah. How do you park it?
What's really interesting is it drives smaller than you think. It's a big vehicle, but you don't feel like it's huge and unwieldy. I've driven vehicles this size that just feel more cumbersome than this.
Is there going to be a wooden version?
Yeah, I haven't heard. You try to press them on that stuff, and they say, "Well, we don't talk about future product at events like this." But I'd love to see a woody version of the Wagoneer like the old one.
Well, swing by. You can pick up the whole newsroom, and we'll go for a drive.
All right, Harvey.
Awesome.
Good to see you. Take care.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Harvey. Thanks.
Well, more and more breast cancer patients are being diagnosed at younger ages.
We'll look into why that's happening coming up after Austin's First Warn forecast.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside. But if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on the inside. It's true. If you have diabetes, you know high blood sugar is the root of the problem. But that excess sugar can cause the blood vessels to be seriously damaged. And when that happens, this could happen: vision loss or even blindness. That's right. Diabetic retinopathy is a leading cause of blindness for adults in the U.S. But even though you can't see it, there is something you can do about it. Remember this: now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is an incredibly important part of your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Just say to yourself, "Now I see." Then go see an eye care specialist. Visit nowic.com to get the facts about diabetes, your eyes, and what you can do next to take control of your sight. Brought to you by Regeneron.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. Today, the Coopers are a cost-conscious couple. But back in the day, not so much. Now, saving is more their style, which is why they chose Consumer Cellular. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. And award-winning customer service. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and get $100.
Have you seen those small
careful with
Sorry, Missy.
Excuse me, could we...
Excuse me, I was wondering, could we... Bedroom.
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Who wants some dress shirts?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a $25 Panera gift card when you test rest a Tempur-Pedic mattress in any of our stores. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash with any Queen Tempur-Pedic mattress purchase. And sleep up to 8 degrees cooler on the Tempur-Breeze mattress. Queens start at $42.99. And get $300 in Steinhoffels cash, plus free delivery. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Take a look at this. We cannot resist controlled implosion
We
video
love
here
them.
on
We
Live
really
Info.
do.
So much for these cooling towers at a retired UK power station. UK-based DSM Demolition shared impressive video of the operation that leveled the nearly 300-foot structures that were the last of 8 inoperative cooling towers at the retired power station in North Yorkshire. The demolition is part of a plan to redevelop the site. Like blowing things up.
It's just fascinating. It's like fascinating engineering, isn't it?
It really is, and that's the result.
Do you need an excuse to satisfy your sweet tooth before Halloween? Well, now you have one. Today is National M&M's Day.
Some fun facts. Production of the candy began in 1941 at a New Jersey factory. The slogan, melts in your mouth, not in your hands, was created in 1949. And they're easy to eat in space. Yep. In fact, they're reportedly the most eaten chocolate by astronauts while in space.
I guess that's understandable. That's kind of cool if you can catch them.
Yeah,
Let's see. What do we have here?
We have peanuts, peanut butter, and
regular.
This is share size.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
It's like election day. We always have peanuts,
exactly.
M&Ms for election day.
Exactly. Which one do you want, Austin?
Oh, you know, I'll take any of those. I like the M&M caramel ones, though. I think those actually taste
Well, we don't have those.
Well, yeah, no, for sure.
All right.
Oh, man.
Sunshine tomorrow. We need it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's going to stay pretty nice in terms of our temperatures. We are going to see that sunshine returning here for tomorrow as well. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll have a look at your extended forecast right after the break.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
No two accidents are the same, so don't let the insurance company treat you just like another number. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We'll give you the attention you need. We've helped tens of thousands of people get the money they deserve. One call, that's all.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Now, this morning wasn't too pretty with all the rain that we saw here earlier today. If you had to work later in the afternoon, it was actually a pretty nice morning to sit at home and sleep in a little bit longer. Otherwise, a lot of cloud cover here today. I know most people woke up to a lot of rain, and it wasn't a great start to the day, but now it's looking at least a little bit better. We're generally staying dry with just a few showers here and there, but a few more showers are going to be possible for tonight. We are going to see plenty of sunshine returning here for tomorrow, but the temperatures, well, we're only looking at highs in the 50s and 60s over this next week. So things are continuing to cool down. Current Doppler track showing just a few more of these showers here. Even in Dane County, we are starting to see a few more of those very light showers as of right now, but we're not expecting strong to severe thunderstorms. There still may be 1 or 2 thunderstorms here and there, but they shouldn't be strong to severe. Now you take a step back, more rain here, especially up to our northwest, but a lot of this is actually moving out of our area. Now what's going to happen here a little bit later on tonight? We are going to see a few more showers making their way through, especially in the evening and early nighttime hours. After around midnight, a lot of those showers are going to exit the area. We'll likely start out tomorrow morning with quite a bit of some cloud cover, but then towards the afternoon, a lot of that's going to quickly race away. So that leaves us with a beautiful Thursday afternoon, high temperatures in those upper 60s, a possibility of some low 70s, but it does look like a lot of us are going to get trapped in those upper 60s. But with sunshine, it's still going to feel pretty excellent outside here for tomorrow. And some more rain showers do look to move through the area here, especially on Friday. A lot of these models show some morning showers, but towards the afternoon, a lot of these look to be exiting our area again. So I don't think we're going to see as much rain on Friday as what we saw here earlier today, but you still may need to dodge a few showers here and there. Rain chances over these next 10 days, you can see how it really pops up again on Friday, but then afterwards, we do calm that down for a little bit. Now we have introduced a few more chances for some showers towards the end of this forecast, that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But right now, those are only chances for showers, and we're only looking at about a 20–30% chance. By the time we reach tomorrow, those models could flip-flop right back, and we could be looking at some dry conditions. But now our 6 to 10-day precipitation outlook still does show that the end of the forecast is going to be a little bit drier than average. In fact, most of the country is going to be a little bit drier than average, but most of the country also looking at slightly warmer than average temperatures. But I did mention how these temperatures are only expected to reach those upper 50s and low 60s. That's still accurate, but unfortunately, that's exactly where we should be here for this time of the year. Temperatures right now at 62 degrees. Average high temperature today, well, it's 61 degrees. So we really have cooled things down, along with the averages as well. And even towards the end of this forecast, we're still looking at those lower 60s, but the average temperature continues to fall. So even these temps are a little bit above average by the time we actually make it there. So not too many rain chances to dodge, but we're still going to see some sunshine and those cooler temperatures. That's the main driving point of this forecast.
Well, it's where they should be.
Right. It's right where they should be. That's exactly right. It's been too warm. It has been.
It has been too warm. Looking forward to fall.
Yeah.
All right, Austin, thank you. Well, today we're looking into a concerning trend involving the number of young women being diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer.
Dr. Tara Narula spoke with a 30-year-old, Paige Stables, who was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer in April.
Stables is a beauty editor for Allure magazine and wrote about living with the diagnosis in this month's issue.
The thought of stage 4 breast cancer in your 20s or 30s seems unimaginable until it happens. Truly, in a moment, my worst nightmare became my reality. I was 26 years old. I was doing a self-exam and I found a lump in my right breast, and within a month I underwent a bilateral mastectomy. This past March, I celebrated being 3 years cancer-free, and then around that same time I started to feel a pain in my hip.
When they told you it had metastasized to your hip, what became your concerns at that point for the future?
Your whole world just stops, and it's a completely different conversation when you find out you have breast cancer, and that alone is life-changing and challenging. But when you find out that it's stage 4, it is so different. I would be lying if I said it's easy. I've always said that positivity is my shield.
In the article that you wrote, you used the word thrivers. Why Thrivers?
We are Thrivers because we are going to be living with this the rest of our life. And an oncologist told me that it's almost like a chapter book. And hopefully these are going to be really, really long chapters in terms of right now I'm doing a certain treatment, and hopefully that chapter will continue for a really long time. And if we need to turn the page and do another treatment, then we can do that. But I am not looking ahead to that ending anytime soon.
Tell me a little bit about the advice that your doctor gave you.
She said 2 simple words: celebrate life. And since that moment, that's what I've done. It's big celebrations and small celebrations and just really living my life to the fullest.
I'm Dr. Tara Narula, CBS News, New York.
Celebrate life.
A lot of inspiration in that.
Really
I love
is.
what she said. Positivity is her shield. It makes a big difference, your
really
attitude.
does. Well, up next at 4, the story of kid power and how an Australian school is using it to fight climate change.
And then coming up next hour at 5, our Naomi Coles tells us about an officer-involved shooting this weekend with a few confusing holes in the story. We'll have that coming up tonight at 5.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra! No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
Sure. This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers. An available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now lease an Explorer XLT for just $389 a month, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Tonight at 5, the COVID-19 vaccine will soon be available for children under 12. We have the answers to many of your questions.
Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms will end by around midnight. Sunshine and mild weather returns for tomorrow, followed by cooler weather and a few showers Friday. My forecast at 5.
Then at 6, we are following up on the Madison officer shot last weekend, but there's one question still unanswered. Who pulled the trigger? We're looking for those answers tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 4. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Well, in a world where adults make the decisions, a new effort to help save the environment is giving kids the power to shape their own futures.
Ian Lee has the story from London.
These kids are doing more than just burning off some energy. They're creating it.
This little school in the Huon Valley is actually doing amazing things.
At this Australian high school, the price of power is translated into a tasty treat. It takes about 600 watts to cook a donut. That's around a 20-minute ride on these energy bikes.
I realized how important saving energy is and how important the world is.
And it's more than just frying up some donuts. By going green with energy-saving solutions, the school is saving green about $30,000 on their energy bill over the past 5 years.
I bring the technological know-how of electricity and also my love of the kids learning.
Michael Fewings powers his home with solar and a home-built hydroelectric system.
I don't think we even touch the surface of kids' understanding about what the future is in regards to, climate change and renewables and how that's all going to drive a much better future for us all.
By showing the students how, he's empowering the next generation.
It's definitely helped me feel like I'm doing something, I'm making a change.
For these kids, learning about renewable energy never tasted so good. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Good for them.
What a fun project.
Yeah, it really
that might be
is.
something you could copy here locally. Neat
absolutely.
idea. Well, we're taking your plant and garden questions today.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is out on the patio waiting to talk to you. Call now, 270-9933. There's Lisa. We'll take your calls when we come back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
I'm not getting through the pandemic just to end up with the flu.
I asked for Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent. It's the #1 used flu vaccine for people 65 and older.
Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent is the only vaccine approved by the FDA for superior flu protection in adults 65 plus.
I'm not letting my guard down.
Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent isn't for people who've had a severe allergic reaction to any flu vaccine or vaccine component, including eggs or egg products. Tell your healthcare professional if you've ever experienced severe muscle weakness after receiving a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems, including those receiving therapies that suppress the immune system, may experience lower immune responses. Vaccination may not protect everyone. Side effects include pain, redness and/or swelling where you got the shot, muscle ache, headache, and general discomfort. Other side effects may occur.
All flu shots are not the same. I raised my game with Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist for Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's a medicine specifically made for heart failure, Entresto. It's a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Hi there and welcome back. Look at traffic right now, and right along the Beltline, it's actually not as slow as what we normally see here for this time of the day, whether that's more people working from home with all the rain that we saw or just more people not actively on the roads as of right now. Traffic actually looking very nice so far here in the Madison area. Quick peek at Janesville, and it's very green there as well, so we're looking good to go in terms of traffic right now.
All right, Austin, thank you. Well, Halloween is just under 3 weeks away, and that means it's Fish-O-Treat at the Sea Life in San Antonio. The aquarium, along with Legoland Discovery Center, have set up a scavenger hunt for families with pumpkins underwater. Scuba divers began carving the pumpkins today while the sea creatures swam overhead. The pumpkins are a treat for the fish, and they'll be able to feed on them throughout the month.
That's a good idea.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Well, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is out on the patio.
If you have a plant or garden question, today is a great day to call in. There's several lines open at 270-9933. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you guys?
Good. We were waiting for some calls because we didn't have the number on the screen. There it is, 270-9933. What should we be doing outside right now?
What should you be doing outside right now? You should be finishing up any cleanup. I think that it's getting close to the time when you should be done doing any planting. Certainly, you could put on like a fall fertilizer or overseed, and you could plant bulbs for next spring.
Like which ones?
Like tulips and daffs, all that spring blooming stuff that everybody asks about in May. Now is when you plant that stuff.
You know, I take the dogs for a walk, and I see a lot of people with their cuttings already on the curb, like, you know, the hostas and things.
Yeah, you can do all that cleaning up now. I think I'm going to be doing some of that this weekend myself.
All right, we are...
Okay, the phones are ringing.
Awesome.
We're just waiting for a call to get cleared.
So do you do anything with the lawn right now?
Yeah, you can overseed if you've got bare patches. As the air cools but the ground is still warm, that's a really good time for germinating, especially now that we've gotten some rain. You can certainly put down like a fall fertilizer. Doing that sort of strengthens your grass going into winter and helps to prevent some of the winter fungal diseases that show up in the early spring.
Okay.
It is super breezy out here.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Morgan in Lodi. Hi, Morgan. What's your question?
My wife and I got bombarded with white flies this year on plants and things around the yard. Is there anything we can do now to treat for next year so that they don't come back or we just got killed?
Not really, because white flies are an annual bug. If you have house plants that you've had outside that you want to bring inside, I would certainly treat those over the next couple days. We're going to get some cool temps, and you can use insecticidal soap, or you can use a systemic insecticide. You want to treat those problems before you bring those plants inside. But as far as outside is concerned, there's nothing preventative. You just need to watch for it in the spring. And when you see it, those pests are pretty easy to deal with once you see them. You might want to invest in like some ladybugs or some other predatory insects. That would be a good way to do it as well.
Okay, let's go to Dave in Madison. Hi, Dave. What's your question?
Yes, I'd like to divide my rhubarb plants and give one to my daughter, and I was wondering what's the best time of the year to do that?
You'll want to do that in the early spring, Dave. So as soon as the ground starts to thaw and warm up a little bit, and you can get your shovel in and you see the rhubarb start to come up, you can take it and split it at that point.
Okay, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
All right, and make sure it's in the sun, right?
Yes, rhubarb love full sun and good drainage.
All right, we are still kind of slow on our calls being cleared here today. Here we go. Let's go to Colleen in Spring Green. Hi, Colleen. What's your question?
Hello.
Hi, go ahead.
I have this wonderful plant. It's dark green. The leaves look sort of greeny plastic, and it blooms when it wants to. It hasn't bloomed in a couple of years, but it shoots groups of hot pink plastic tiny flowers that look velvet on the inside. I would really love to know what this plant is.
Wow. Well, when you're describing the leaves, it could be several things, but hot pink flowers and velvety on the inside doesn't bring something immediately to mind, Colleen. But if you take some photos of the foliage and send them to our plant desk, that's plantdesk@brucecompany.com, maybe we can ID it from the leaves and then let you know what it is.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, plant desk.
@brucecompany.com.
All right.
All right. Thank you for calling. Let's go to Pat in Portage. Hi, Pat. What's your question?
Yes, I have an orchid that my daughter gave me, and it's beginning to put off some little green sprouts, kind of little tube-like sprouts. And I was wondering, is that new stems for the flowers to come onto, and should I get those pinned back on a post like they were when I got the plant?
Probably not. So if they're sort of thick and kind of look like they're meandering, those are probably aerial roots. And those would be coming from below where the last flower spike was. New flower spikes will come up higher, and you'll see like a little nub, right, like underneath a leaf, and then that will come, but it will be like a very slender stem. But if it's kind of lumpy and sort of meandering, then it's a rootlet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's go to Bob in Janesville. Hi, Bob. What's your question?
Yeah, I got a question about my lawn. The creeping Charlie. Is this a good time to apply? I got a product called T-Zone.
Okay, so I lost that, Rob.
He's got a creeping Charlie problem. Can you treat it now?
A creeping Charlie, yes. As the plants are going dormant, is now a good time. You'll want to use not Roundup, but Weed Beater Ultra is good for cooler weather.
Okay, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Lisa. Good to see you.